Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight retired reporting. Well, I thought I couldn't get any lower percentage of confidence in the government than I did yesterday until Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth fired Lieutenant General Jeffrey Krause. He was the former director of the Defense Intelligence Agency for submitting a accurate report. What was the report? General Krause had the unmitigated audacity to file a report about the airstrikes in Iran. And his report was damaging, stating that the airstrikes did not set Iran back months or years. It was only a few weeks. In fact, the Iranians only needed a few weeks to clear the debris, and by now they're back doing whatever they were doing, which wasn't making weapons-grade plutonium. Now, if you remember, if you couple this fact to just a few weeks ago, that Trump fired the Commissioner of Labor Statistics, Erica McIntyre, for an abysmal job report, which was accurate, but he said that it made him look bad. So they got rid of her. I have no confidence in government statements. But to be fair, this is not the first time this has happened before, when you've had a president that had an agenda and would send his henchmen out to get it done. The most glaring and deadly example of that is in 1964, Robert McNamara, LBJ's Secretary of Defense, went before a joint session of Congress, and he flat out lied, saying that North Vietnam had fired on U.S. warships repeatedly in the infamous Gulf of Tonkin incident. Congress passed a resolution that gave President Johnson the authority to commit troops and use military force in South Vietnam, which he did. And several years and 58,000 plus lives later, the U.S. withdrew with no clear objectives met, billions of dollars spent, all over a lie. At the end of Robert McNamara's life, he spent the last few months on the talk show circuit, giving speeches at colleges, you know the deal, apologizing for his role in Vietnam. Now, I'm telling you this is because, see, lies have a strange way of blowing up into something huge. If Robert McNamara had only told Congress that that didn't happen, and they were willing to support the South Vietnamese but not send boots on the ground, it could have been a whole different ball game. But not only did he lie to the public, he lied to Congress. And now we're seeing the same thing unfold in the 21st century. And my biggest fear is that this time, instead of 58,000 plus American lives lost over lies, the weapons are much more lethal and accurate these days. So who knows what the body count may be when they get us into something that we might have a hard time getting out of. Just something to think about. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. If you like my videos, please like, share, and follow me on YouTube. Have a good day.